Yo, what is up everyone? I hope everyone's having an amazing day. My name is Robin from Team Plus One, and this is round 2 of Top Cuts Treasure Cup. So I lost the dice roll and decided to keep my hand. I felt this hand was good for going first, and I felt like this hand was good enough to going wide. And Nami decides to keep his hand as well. So we start off our turn with 1 Dawn and tapping that 1 Dawn to play Pudding. Look at top 4. And I think I see a curve card, and we grab a pair of Sparrow and add it to hand. And we just pass our turn. Nami will go to his 2 Dawn turn. Nami doesn't have a lot of plays to do on this turn, but he decides to top 1 and plays Kaya off the bat. Most likely has a lot of Kayas in hand, or he has an event to bring it back next turn. And he discards those 2 cards and he passes. So we go on our 3 Dawn turn. So we obviously here we're going to play that pair of Sparrow, but first off we're still going to be swinging 5. So our game plan here is to try to get rid of as much resources as possible from Nami's hand so we could go for game later on the turn. So we do get a gavel. So right here discards 1 card from hand and mull 2 cards from the top of his deck and gives him 4k. And then we'll tap 3 and then just play that pair of Sparrow and we pass. So Nami goes to his 4 Dawn turn. He could play multiple 1-drops here. Could be either a Mr. Daz Bones to get that gavel back, or either play a Maya and then save 2 Dawn up to use the gavel or any other cards. And he decides to play Daz Bones to grab the gavel back in hand. And then he's gonna think here of what's the next best play. Either he could just pass or swing with Nami for 6. And we'll see what he does here. So he does decide to swing 6 to my lead. See if he could trash 1 card from the top of his deck. I think I do decide to counter out with 2 1Ks, where I should have just taken the life just to get more cards in hand. But I guess I felt like I was really scared about him discarding 1 more card from his deck. So he passes his turn. And we go on our 5 Dawn turn here, but first off, we're going to swing 5 with Pair Sparrow, see what he does. And he takes the life, and it's a trigger, and he gets Usopp Rubber Band. Something that we cannot see. Seeing triggers in Nami's life can really hurt us in the game. Then we swing a 5k to lead with Leader, see what he does here, and he does decide to tap 2 and play the Overheat. And returning Maya to hand, he thought about it a little bit, is either to send my Pair Sparrow back into hand, but decided to take Kaya back. So I'll just tap 5 and play Randolph, then decide to pass my turn. So Nami will be on his 6th Dawn turn, so he has multiple plays here. He can swing 6 again, play another Dance Bones to get another gavel back from his grave, or decide to play Kaya to draw 2, discard 2. And he does tap 1 and plays the Kaya, so he does decide to refill his hand. He discards a Red Rock. And a Love Mellow as well. So thinking of the best play for him or what he should do, and I'm pretty sure he's probably gonna play another Daz Bones and swing another 6 and then leave the rest up for events to protect himself. So he tops 1 more and plays another Kaya, so he gets to discard 2 more cards and refill his hand again. Maybe he's looking like he doesn't have a great hand. He discards a Desert Spada and another Love Mellow. Alright. Then I'm pretty sure he's gonna leave the 4 Dawn up or swing 6. Then his turn. Oh, he looks in his grave, so probably play another Daz Bones to grab a gavel again. taps 1, and he does play another Daz Bone, so most likely it's going to be another Gavel from Grave. And no, he gets a Usopp Rubber Band, which is surprising. And he does swing another 6 delete. I decided to just counter out again with another 2k. Even though I should have just taken the life to just grab more cards in hand, but I guess I was just still pretty scared about the crashing a card from his deck. So he passes his turn and we go on our 7 down turn. Most likely we are gonna play Charlotte, Lin. But first off, I'm just gonna start off swinging 5s, see what he does. And most likely he's gonna top 1 and play Usopp Rubber Band. So he'll discard 1 card from the top of his deck, and it was a peel off, which was a good hit to discard. So we swing with another 5 with lead, and he does take no trigger. And then we swing one more time with Randolph to swing 7. Most likely he's gonna take this one, and he does, and it's a trigger, which is spot up. Basically that is draw 2 and discard 1, so that really hurts us. And taking on his discard, and he does discard his F, and we do decide to just tap 7 here and play a Lin, and he gets a choice to either lose a life or we gain a life, and he gives us a life most likely because there's no point in him going for our life if he's trying to win the game by mulling, and we do pass there. So now he's on his 8th dawn turn. Multiple stuff he could do. Swing another 6 with Nami, plays a Daz Bones or plays a Kaya. So he taps 3 and plays Peel Off, which gives him a draw 2. No discard, which is really good. Then goes back to thinking on what's the best play to do now. Checks his grave. Most likely has another Daz Bones in hand. Or he's just checking on what he mulled and what's not in his deck anymore. Best bet is he's probably going to try to clear that Parasparrow, knowing that I have only 2 cards in hand, or leaving the Dawn up to just protect himself more. And he does decide to swing 6 at my Parasparrow. I'll let it die. Look at top 3, and I decided to get a Big Mama, which was a bad decision on my part. There was no point in getting Big Mama here because I was on the odd dawn curve, so meaning I'm a little late on playing Big Mama, so I could have just got a 2k counter instead. And he decides to pass and leave 4 dawn up. We go to our 9 dawn turn, so here I decide to just swing hard at his life again. Swinging 9 is the best option, is because it guarantees at least 2 cards from hand, because most likely Nami has a lot of 4k counter in hand. So this mostly swinging 9s is like the best number to swing at Nami to guarantee at least 2 cards out of hand. He taps 1, he plays Gavel, gets rid of 1 card, and he thinks on what card he wants to discard, and he gets rid of Red Rock, and he has to discard another card from hand. And he does decide to use another event, which is good, so getting rid of the events out of hand. And Usopp's Rubber Band, and discards 1 more. So we get to discard another Gavel from his deck, which is good. So we swing another 9 with Lin. Guarantee 2 cards from hand or a life. He's thinking here if he should, and he takes the life. And lucky for us, no trigger, which is good. And we swing another 9 with Katakuri. Look at his top life, it's a Zeph, and most likely he's gonna probably take it. And he does take it, and he has, I think, 4 or 5 cards in hand. And we play a Brule and pass. Brule is just there to protect our big bodies if anything happens. So Nami's on his 10 down turn, so now here he's in a tough spot as he has no life to protect. So it's either he has to keep a lot of down up to try to counter out my 3 attacks I have on board, or maybe 4 attacks on board with Pudding. So it's a tough situation for Nami right now. So he taps 5 to play Zeph, and he's deciding what to bounce. Most likely he's gonna decide to choose Das Bones because he was looking at his grave, so most likely he's trying to get a gavel back to hand. And he does decide to get Das Bones. And he discards 2 with Zeph's effect. He's thinking here if he should play it or not, the Das Bones. And he does tap 1. And he does play Das Bones, tries to get the gavel back. Most likely gavel. Best option. And he does get the gavel. He has 4 Dawn to play with left. So most likely he's just gonna pass here. So he does decide to swing 5 to my lead. I give him a 1k. I still was still scared for him to discard 1 more card from the top of his deck. So there was no reason for that. I could have just took him to life as well. And he passes now. So we're on our 10 Dawn turn. So now he has no life, 4 Dawn up. Probably 6 or 7 cards in hand. First off, I swing 7k to his lead. This is most likely an event or 2k counters. And we get an event. We get one of the gavels and 1 more card. So that's 2 cards from hand, guaranteed still. He mulls 2. We'll swing another 7 with Randolph. This is another event or a 2k counters again. And he's thinking here, what's the best play? And we do get another event. We get another gavel, so that's another guaranteed 2 cards. And a Deathwing. So now this leaves with him with 3 cards in hand. So we just go put all big on Lin and swing for 17. Most likely he does not have enough. And he had a Zeph, Love Mellow, and cannot see what that last card was. And we take the win. So hope you guys enjoy the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And don't forget to comment down below on what misplays I had or anything I should improve on. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace!